Perfect. Yes, very good.
That's right. Everybody relax. Yes, stay up there. That's okay.
We wanted to know if this was your new assistant.
Hey, Margaret.
Well, I think it might be another month. One day I might take over.
I guess so. Well, there's
But
more.
I'll stay. I'll stay. Please, and then come back. Okay.
That's the one.
Hello.
That's what we're gonna do.
That you have
Check,
to
check.
on your name, right?
There's two lives.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
You're Lynn, and you're the just
Okay.
If y'all move, I'll go back. You have to sit there.
Tell her I knew that.
Oh, no, I'm going to. I can't think of it.
Remember you Newton Adam?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, good morning. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sure.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Tra la 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 la. You see me and I see you.
So we have Halloween coming up soon.
Yes.
So my children are very excited. And this is the holiday that people will dress up. And a lot of times, even not on October 31st, it's like Halloween every day because we wear different masks. We have different roles.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, and there, so you can be a mother, a daughter, a sister, aunt, a friend, a teacher, a student, all at the same time. And it gets complicated or get difficult to play all the roles and to play them well. And sometimes we get lost playing different roles. And maybe it's time to switch to be the role of a daughter, but you're still acting like you're a mother. Or maybe it's time to switch or vice versa. So yoga helps us to stay centered. Helps us to just stay in one role at a time. So right now we are just ourselves. Right now there are no costumes, there are no masks. We don't have to think about the layers of them. And we just be ourselves, be authentic. So take a seat, root down to the sit bones, and whatever there are knots and tightness in the bodies, just notice where they are. And knowing that's part of us. There's no need to try to hide them or try to pretend look like I'm fine. It's just part of us. So sit down, root down, and lengthen the arm bones. So let your arms dangle. Spread the collarbones wide. Reach the arms out. Grow the arms long. And point your thumbs up. So there's this slight rotation in the arm bones. See how that feels. And continue until your palms are pointing upward. That may be hard or challenging. Yeah. And keep that. Bring your thumbs towards the wall behind you. So now we start to feel in the upper back. And then resist. Imagine you're going to push the hands down to squeeze and bring the shoulders back down to the back. Whoa. And exhale, release your arms, just shake it out. Again, arms out to T. Find your thumbs. We're going to point the thumbs up and keep rotating until the thumbs are pointing to the wall behind you. Without moving the arms or the shoulders much, just keep pushing the thumbs to the wall behind you, like keep squeezing. Like pointing your thumbs to the wall behind you, you would poke 2 little holes. And then we're going to imagine there's a gigantic beach ball between the arms. We're going to start to squeeze the palms, your forearms together to bring your fingertips up high. Keep the ribs in as we do that. Continue to squeeze. Now it gets harder. Keep the ribs in and squeeze. One more and let the fingers go up high. And this is really hard. And squeeze and see if you can bring the fingertips straight up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders back. Keep the ribs in. One more breath. And exhale, release. Strong shoulder girdles. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. And we're just going to push the palms away from you. This can be a wrist stretch. Make your arms straight. So turn the palms towards me. Yeah. Make your arms straight. And squeeze your elbows more towards each other. And push. Lean to one side. Lean to the other side. Lean to the first side again. Breathe to your upper back, to the back of the lungs. Like the doctor says, take a deep breath for me so I can hear. Yeah? Other side. Okay, back to center. One more push. And then slowly release. Relax your arms. We're going to interlace the fingers. And we'll do some wrist stretches. First, you're just going to move from one side to the other. So flexion and extensions. And then we're going to have a little circles. So almost like a figure 8. Don't know if there's any pumpkin carvings planned, but we need to make sure the wrists are warmed up to do that. Okay, then shake them out a little bit. Okay, then you're going to reach the arms out again. So left fingers pointing up. Your right finger is pointing down. Not trying to be scarecrows, but so inhale, and then switch the hands. We go exhale. So keep the arms straight. This is a different kind of wrist stretch. Keep the arms straight. Shoulders on the back. And now release. Both hands, have your fingers pointing down. You're going to lift up at the same time and then turn, lower down. Flip, going up, and flip, going down, like a big bird. So really wrist stretch. So when you are going up, try to point the finger, curl the fingers back towards your wrists as you go up. So you really feel on the wrists. When you're going down, flip. Really bring the fingers back towards you as you come down. 2 more. Last one, and relax. reach your right arm up. Just go get length. So the right side grow long, 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 long. And then, so as if there's this big ball there, you wanted to try to hold this ball. So have the fingers pointing down like you're gonna hold a ball and reach towards your left side. So there's that cross. So make the right side long and then breathe to your right upper back. Inhale, come up, get long, and then lower down. Now my right side feels longer, like taller. So, second side, left arm up, so you're gonna reach for the length. And then we're gonna cross the midline, go towards your right. Point the fingers down like you're holding onto a big balloon or a big ball. Breathe to the back body. And inhale, come up, reach for length, and then release. Now we're gonna do both. So that swimming style called the butterfly, they go wash. It's a very difficult move, right? So inhale, both arms up. So as if you're gonna scoop the water, kind of tuck the chin a little bit, breathe to the back body, and you'll scoop, bring the arms down, and reach and lengthen. Expand your back body, and then push the water back and lift the head up. One more. Inhale, reach up. Breathe to the back body, and then bring the chin towards the chest, and we're gonna dive. Scoop the water down and push the water back until you can lift the head again. Shake out the arms. Let's bring your left arm behind you. So here my elbow is pretty wide. That's easier. If I try to bring the elbow behind me, that gets harder for the shoulder. So we want the elbow to go behind us if we can. And inhale, please sit up tall. Use your right hand. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder. So you notice this arm bone. If the arm bone comes forward, we feel like we couldn't breathe, that we couldn't even sit up tall, we're going too far. If that is the case, widen the elbow. Lift the arm bones so you can sit up tall again. So we want it to be able to breathe. But if you have the flexibility, bring the elbow, snuggle the elbow a little bit behind you. But it's very easy to lose this. So use the right hand to guide your shoulder, to remind your shoulder, go back. Remove this mask. I don't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to be me. And you can even use this motion, come back and forth a little bit. If you keep it back, it's too hard. So we want this arm bone to go back. When the arm bone going back, try to snuggle the your elbow to go a little bit behind you. Yeah. And maybe this hand can come around from the other side. Hello. Okay, release. Roll the shoulders. And second side. This side may be easier or maybe harder. So hands start from here, so the elbow is really wide. Now we're going to slide the hand behind you. Start to hide your elbow without collapsing in your upper arm bone. So the left hand can come and assist. Left hand comes in the front. Lift the upper arm bone as the shoulder moves back. And then maybe you can slide the hand behind you. Inhale again. If we lose the shoulder again, this hand is here to remind you. Remove your mask. Be yourself. And maybe the hand can slide over a little bit. We use the breath. Inhale again. And exhale. Shoulders back. Rotation. Hello. Maybe the fingers can come out from the other side. Or we just continue to work. to get the shoulders to be more open for us. And exhale, release. Shake out the arms. Bend at the elbows, please. And hands can be in fists because it's easier to, like you're gripping onto something. Bring your elbows and your outer elbows and outer wrists to touch. And inhale, open out. So we're going to move this a few times. Keep the arms strong. Shoulders back. As you are opening out, we're only going to open to here. So we're not going to go too wide. When it goes too wide, we'll lose that power. So keep the elbows in as we open. This time we're going to hold it here for 1, 2, 3, and out for 1, 2, 3. Now reach forward and then try to bring your elbows close. Very hard. And exhale, release. Okay, let's come to standing. Bless you. Interlace the fingers again. And we're going to push the palms away. Keep the shoulders on the back. And now we're going to start to bring the palms straight up to the ceiling. Keep the floating ribs in. And the arms are very straight. See if you can line up the arm bone with the ears. So here is arm bone in front of the ears. This will be still in front but pretty close. So we want the arm bones to be lined up with the ears. So maybe slightly behind. Lean to the left. Back to center. Lean to the right. Back to center, full stretch. Really push the ceiling away. And then exhale, release your hands. Shake out the arms. And inhale, fingertips up this way. Now use your thumbs. Hook the thumbs together so your hand looks like a little butterfly, like it will wiggle. Yes, full stretch. Make your arms longer and straighter. Think about pull the thumbs away from each other. Actively pull the thumbs away to get your upper back to be engaged. And exhale, release your arms. Okay. Right foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Use the chair if you need to. Step the right foot forward. Bend the knee just a little bit. And you can tap. So maybe tap the back of the chair. Maybe tap the front of the chair. And then be more upright. Straighten the leg. Okay, so as we bend the knee, we're going to tap somewhere. And then come back. Bend the knee and tap. And up. Bend the knee, you can even tap your legs. Yeah. Bend and tap. Bend and tap. Bend and tap. Now this time, right leg is forward, right arm up. Inhale, exhale, bend and tap. And then come up. Bend and tap, come up. Now see if you can add the other arm as well. Maybe just stay here without bending. Or if you have the strength, then bend your right knee. With the leg strong, come all the way up. Exhale, release your arms. Very nice. Okay, left foot forward, right foot back. So first we're going to bend the knees and tap anywhere on the chair, to your legs, to the thighs. So start to warm up the hamstrings. So legs works. You can even do shoulder tap. So it's a little distraction here, but we're gonna get the legs strong. Okay, now left leg forward, left arm up. Inhale. And maybe we can bend at the knee and gently tap somewhere. One more. Okay, now straighten the leg. See if we can add the right arm. Both fingertips up. Inhale. Exhale, bend at the knee. Strong legs. And inhale, come all the way up. Release your arms. Very nice. Okay. So we have a block here. You're going to use the medial side sideways on the chair. And as you look at it. I know most of us, or maybe none of us, mow the lawn anymore. Oh, okay, sorry.
I did it for the first time last week.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, forget about what I just said. Anyways, we are going to think about as if we're turning on an old-fashioned lawnmower. The switch is the block. Okay, so if you have your feet right next to each other, that may be hard for your lower back. So have your right foot forward, left foot back slightly. So one foot is in the front, then the other. And you can bend the front knee slightly. Bring your hands to your block, and I would have the fingers pointing down to the sides. Arms are straight. And now, draw the shoulders down to the back. Think about turning on the lawnmower using your right hand. And we're going to go, which, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's on. All right. And lower the hand, push, and inhale, come up straight. So it's very simple, just like turning on the machine. But watch this elbow, please. When you are pulling the hand up, if the elbow wings out to the side, when we do it this way, this arm bone collapses forward. Is that making sense? Yeah? If I allow this elbow to go out wide, this arm bone must come forward. This is something I do not want it to happen. So in order to avoid this, I will need to bring my elbow closer, and I have the ability to lift the shoulder back. Okay? So as simple as turning on the machine, you're going to keep the elbow close by the rib cage and keep the shoulder up and back as we're doing this. Otherwise, we can injure ourselves by turning on something as a machine. So right side again, right foot forward. Knees are slightly bent, so keep your lower back safe. Hands to the block. Inhale, arms straight, and try to draw the shoulders to the back. We're going to do the right side. We're going to use our right hand to turn on the machine. So right hand can hold into a fist. Right elbow start to bend. As we lifting, you want it to point your elbow point straight up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulder on the back. Very nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Release. Push and to stand. Now we're going to do the same thing for the left hand. Some of us were not used to use the left hand to handle a machine. But we are going to do that because it's a yoga class. So I have to balance it out. So left foot forward, right foot back. Knees are slightly bent to keep your lower back safe. Arms are straight, so push the block away from you. But then keep the shoulders on the back. Now, left hand, hold into a fist. Keep the elbow close by the rib cage. We'll go 1, shoulders back, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale to stand. Very nice. And it's the same motion. Now we're going to do it without the block. Okay, it's very hard because when you're doing both hands at the same time, the elbows will go wah, wah. When this happens to the elbow, shoulders go collapse. So we're going to have both hands in front of you as if you're holding onto a steering wheel. And squeeze the elbows, shoulders back, and 1, 2, 3, bend at the elbows. Keep the elbows close by the ribs, and then release. Draw them back, release. Bring them back, keep the elbows close, release. 2 more. Last one, squeeze the elbows, and then let go. Release your hands. So we're training the body to move a little bit differently. Otherwise, we'll go, oh, whoa. And that's how the shoulders get injured. But if we go here and there, we get much stronger.
That's great.
And we get protected. Okay. Now, with that being said, we're gonna lower down. Let's see. So I'm going to lower my elbows down to the chair. So watch for a second. Bring the elbows down, and I'll walk the feet back a little bit. And I'm looking at my forearms. I would like my elbows, the distance between my elbows and the wrists to be the same. So the distance between the elbows and the wrists to be the same. If when I'm lowering down, my arms look like the shape of a pyramid, I'm using the cross of the shoulders, okay? But if I can bring the elbows closer, so the distance between the elbows and the wrists are pretty much the same, I know my shoulders are safe. Okay.
When you're down, are your legs stiff? Are your legs straight?
You don't have to. You can keep the knees
Okay.
bent. You can have the knees slightly
Can we
bent.
put some block in there?
Absolutely. If you use a block, it will help you to keep everything in place. And now, see if you can look at your hands. Instead of look down and rounding the back, gaze slightly forward. Draw the shoulders down to the back. And inhale, lift the head, walk the feet closer. Get one hand to the chair, get the other hand to the chair, and then come up. I don't know if we felt anything in the shoulders. Yes? Maybe? Oh, tomorrow?
I
Okay.
feel it in the stomach, right here, right here.
Oh, yes, your core is working, but I want you to look at my shoulders. Take off the shirt, otherwise it's harder to see. If I'm here, my shoulders, my back is tight. My back is kind of rounded. Can you see that?
Yeah.
But what we would like to do is keeping the arms strong, and now do this. Then draw the shoulders back instead of here. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Here and here. Can you tell? This is more.
Yeah, we can tell it.
Okay, this is more flatter. This is. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. I don't know. What is this place? I don't know where I am. So when we are scared, we go, oh, this is so scary. So the shoulders move away from the back. But if I be brave and I go, that's okay, shoulders move back, and down, that's where we are. Instead of go, oh, no, I cannot do this. We go, it's okay. It's just the same thing as turning on the lawnmower. Shoulders back and down. You see the difference here? Okay, so let's try that. To think about turning on the lawnmower. So bring your elbows and forearms down, please. And try to keep them same distance apart. First, go ahead and round your back. So we do the wrong thing first. Just round your back like you're very scared. And now soften. We'll do the opposite. We're going to do the correct thing. Draw the shoulders down to the back and move the shoulders away from the ears and see if you can slightly gaze at your fingernails, your thumbnails. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. And now release. Bring one hand to the chair and the other hand and push to come up. Relax your arms. We felt anything? So instead of here, we're moving towards here and here. So there's a lot of work. Okay. It's a little too cold in here, so I need to keep this back on. Now we're just trying to show you how the shoulders move. Okay. Next one. Scooch the chair forward a little bit. We're going to stand behind your chair with the feet wide. Let's have the toes pointing straight ahead, please. So they're not turning out. So they just point straight ahead. And reach the arms out. Turn the thumbs up. Okay, we're going to slowly shift weight to one side. Yeah. And back up. Shift weight to the other side. So almost like an airplane. Keep your legs strong. Again, shift to one side. And shift to the other side. One more round like this. Shoulders back. Shift to one side. Keep the shoulders back. Shift to the other side. Very nice. And release. You see, we were all very balanced. And we didn't even need to hold on to the chair at all. When the feet are wider, it's easier to find the balance. The problem is when the feet comes closer. So now, without using the hands, the feet are still pretty wide. Okay. I'm going to lean onto one side, pick up the other heel. Good. You can hold on to the chair. And now switch. Lean to the other side, pick up the opposite heel. Good. So we're going to going back and forth a few times. One side and the other side. So notice when you shift the weight to that one side, this leg has to work harder. And the other side. One side again. And the other side. Okay, pause. Now we're going to bring the feet slightly narrower. Just a slightly narrower. So still pretty wide. And we're going to do a similar thing again. So shift to one side. Pick up the other heel. Maybe you can pick up that foot. Okay. And then switch. Pick up the heel, maybe the foot. Switch again. Pick up the heel, maybe the foot. Again, switch. Okay, when we shift to the first side again, try just using one hand, holding on to the chair. And then other side. Just one hand. Back to the first side. Maybe try no hands. If you move a little faster with the momentum, it's easier. If you try to slow down, it might get harder.
Is your leg going straight up or out to the side?
Okay, pause. It's just part of the movement, whatever works for you.
Okay.
We're not trying to control the legs, just going with the momentum. Okay, now pause. Now let's bring the feet a little bit closer, but they are not touching, okay? So shift weight to the left side and see if you can pick up the right foot. The entire foot. Okay, then switch. Shift to the right, pick up the left foot. And if you feel you're losing the balance, just bring your toes back down. You're on the ground again. Okay, switch again. And switch. Feel free to touch the chair or try no chair. So you notice when you're shifting weight to the left side, when you pick up the right side, the right hip needs to help to pick up the leg. Do you notice that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we want the leg to plug into the thigh bone. So we're literally picking up that leg and bring that deeper into the socket. And that's a wonderful thing. Relax your shoulders while we're doing this. Okay, now whichever side you are on, pause. So we're going to stand on one leg. But keep your thigh bones plugged in. Keep it plugged in. One more breath. Good, now switch. Other side. And pause. Keep your thigh bones plugged in. So the legs has to work. Your hips are working to hold on to the legs. Switch and pause again. Switch and pause again. And release. Give yourself some hands. Boy, they're really good. At that moment, we were not thinking, am I wearing the hat of a daughter or a mother? Am I an aunt or... No, we were just right here doing our yoga. That was wonderful. And we didn't even need the chairs. All right. Okay. So take a slightly wide stance again. Now hinge forward. You can bring the hands to the chairs, or if you like me have shorter arms, you can bring the hands to a block. Whatever height of the block that will work for you. Okay. Remember earlier when we're shifting away from one side to another that we plug the thigh bone to the hip socket? Try to find that feel again. So move your sit bones back and wide and relax your pelvis with gravity. In this position, with gravity, your thigh bone should naturally plug into that socket. And if you don't feel anything, don't worry. We're doing great, okay? Keep your left hand down, right hand to right hip. Okay, now draw the belly in. I'm going to do the opposite side, so we'll turn to the same side. Draw the belly in. You don't need to switch, because otherwise I look one way, you look the other way. So draw the belly in. From the hip bones below, everything stays the same. It's only above. So from the waistline above, we're going to turn towards the right. Try to lift the right shoulder. Yeah, but strong legs. Plug the thigh bone into the socket. Stage 1, you can stay here. Stage 2, you can bring your right fingertips all the way to the sky. And inhale, look down, hands down. Second side. Right hand down, left hand to left hip. Keep the thigh bones plugged in. Draw the belly in. Now turn to the left. Peel the left shoulder back. Bring the shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back. And maybe you can bring the fingertips up. And inhale, come back to center. First side one more time. Strong legs. Thigh bones are deeply rooted into the hip socket. Lift the belly. Get your right shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back. And then fingertips up. Exhale, release. Second side. Strong legs, strong belly. And now start to bring the shoulder back, your left shoulder back, head back. And maybe the fingertips can go up. And inhale, come back. Bend your knees slightly. Push the chair away. Or you can bring one hand higher to the back of the chair to come up. All right, let's take a seat. Reach the arms out to T again. Go up, go back out, go up, go back out. Lean to one side, lean to the other side. Release. Everything seems so much easier now. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. You can hold on to the shin, but bring the shoulders back. Shoulders back. And now we're gonna cross. It's like a tight cross. Inhale. And exhale, right hand goes back to any part back of the chair. And twist to the right. Keep the shoulders back. How do you do that? If you bring the elbow closer towards you, hug the elbow towards your body, that will help you to bring the shoulder back. If the elbow wing out wider, we lose the shoulder. And inhale, come back to center. Switch sides. So bring the left knee towards you and hug to the shin and sit up tall, shoulders back. This feels great. And then we're gonna cross. Left knee on top, left hand to any part of the chair behind you. And we're gonna twist to the other side. Keep hugging the elbow close to draw the shoulders back. And inhale back to center. Release. I don't know if this is doable. We're going to lean back a little bit until your feet are not touching the floor. And just relax your legs. Lily has long legs. So it's harder.
How tall are you?
You do too.
5'3". And release. And sit up high again. We're going to bring the right elbow on top, left elbow on the bottom. And squeeze your forearms, your hands. Lift the elbows and shoulders back. Exhale, release. Other side. Left elbow on top, right elbow on the bottom. Breathe to the upper back. And exhale, release. Lean back, close your eyes. We're going to rest here. This is a little bit me time. Relax your shoulders, relax your collarbones, relax your legs. Start to deepen the breath. Sit more upright. Place the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Feel the rhythm of your breath. And slowly bring the palms together. Thanking yourself for take the time and just be you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Good
Wow. Stretched. And you stayed the whole time today.
I did. It was good for me. It felt good.